But first, we start out with some overnight news. Two families are without a home this morning after an apartment fire here in Albuquerque. Firefighters rushed out to this apartment near Indian School in Eubank in the Northeast Heights about 2:45 this morning. When they got here, they saw a lot of flames and smoke. Crews say the fire started in a storage shed outside. It spread to a laundry room. Then the fire hit an apartment on the first floor and a balcony on the second floor. Firefighters were able to put that fire out pretty quickly. Thankfully, nobody was hurt.
All three in jail. Police now tell us that everyone involved in a deadly shooting at a 7-Eleven in Albuquerque is behind bars this morning.
This includes Eloy Aguilar, the man investigators say shot and killed an innocent worker at that convenience store early Tuesday morning. News 13's David Romero is here to bring us up to speed on everything that has happened in this case. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Matt. The three guys arrested may face a judge today accused of this senseless spur-of-the-moment murder. Now, yesterday, we know officers arrested Eloy Aguilar at his apartment near I-25 in Jefferson. They say he's the one who shot and killed Chad Mercer, the clerk at the 7-Eleven, early Tuesday morning. Investigators say these two men were outside, Dylan Villarreal and Julian de Herrera, and took off after the shooting. Police arrested them on Tuesday. Now, all three went to West Mesa High School and do not have serious criminal records. We've also been able to learn a little more about the 7-Eleven clerk, Chad Mercer. He was an Army veteran and had 3 kids. His neighbor says Mercer was a really good guy.
When you see somebody, you never know that that's the last time you're going to see him. And I never thought that would be the last time I saw him.
The 3 men arrested in this case, Aguilar, Villarreal, and de Herrera, are all facing murder charges. Matt, back to you.
All right, thanks for the update, David. Prosecutors say because the death penalty is not allowed in New Mexico anymore, they'll probably go after life in prison without parole instead.
This morning, Albuquerque police are looking for 2 suspects wanted in a stabbing that has now turned into a homicide. Police say a man who was stabbed in the chest at a home near Texas and Central Tuesday night has died. They say the man, who is described to be in his 50s, was stabbed over and over. Again, cops are looking for 2 suspects, but they are not releasing their names just yet. An Albuquerque man who police say shot 3 people at a child's birthday party is now behind bars this morning. Ernest Jimenez Jr. surrendered to U.S. Marshals late Tuesday. He was wanted for shooting 3 adults at a birthday party near Paseo del Norte and I-25 a couple of weeks ago. The victims did survive. Jimenez is on a no-bond hold, charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon.
The man accused of molesting 2 young children back in 2009 is set to be in court this morning. Investigators say Christopher Williamson molested a 5-year-old boy and a 3-year-old girl 3 years ago. Today, he's supposed to find out if he can get out of jail before he goes to trial. The mother, who is high on cocaine and methadone when she rear-ended a tractor trailer and killed her little boy, is waking up in prison this morning, the first day of her sentence. Devin Martinez is supposed to serve 6 years in prison for vehicular homicide, the deadly crash near Española in June of last year. Her 3-year-old son was not wearing a seatbelt, was in that SUV and was killed. Her 18-month-old daughter was hurt.
A child is hospitalized after investigators say he was accidentally run over by his parents. It happened near 3 County Road 6204 in Kirtland yesterday. We're told the parents were backing out of the driveway when they accidentally ran the toddler over. The baby was rushed to San Juan Regional Medical Center. The current condition of the child is not known at this time. And this morning, Los Lunas police are searching for the mother of a fetus that was found buried in a makeshift grave in the Bosque. Officers say a person walking on the trail yesterday morning came across a wooden cross with the words R.I.P. Baby Garcia and the date of June 20th. Detectives found a tiny pair of blue shorts and a shirt with what they say appears to be a human fetus, about 1 inch long.
We understand some of the circumstances, that sometimes it's just a young person's involved there. They don't know exactly what they need to do or what they have to do. Maybe they're scared to talk to their parents. We're not seeking any criminal charges. We want to see if we can offer counseling and determine what happened.
The Office of the Medical Investigator will determine if, in fact, the discovery is that of a fetus. If it is, police say they would like to help with a proper burial.
A pro wrestling legend who now lives here in New Mexico is in some trouble this morning after a sports memorabilia collector claims the great grappler swindled a lot of his money. Most people know James Hellwig as the Ultimate Warrior. He's extremely popular. Back in the 80s and 90s, there he is there running to the ring. Now a sports memorabilia collector and dealer from New York, Christopher Elias, says he signed a contract with the Warrior in January to buy his old rings and costumes. Elias says he sent the Warrior a check and another $10,000 worth of belts and posters for the Warrior to sign, and that was 2 months ago.
And I was supposed to have everything by March 31st, 2012. I'm out 40 grand.
The Ultimate Warrior's attorney confirms the two do have a deal and says the Warrior has been late but has already sent some of the memorabilia back. Elias says that doesn't matter and he is going to sue. Secretary of State Diana Duran is taking her crackdown on voter fraud to the federal government this morning. She's now asking for a database that has information on immigrants who are living in the U.S. legally. Last year, Duran's office said it found at least 100 people who were registered to vote but were not legal citizens. That would make that illegal. Duran hopes the database will help uncover more voter fraud.